So when I work, I like having lots of displays and monitors. I kind of like getting that even tan, but I got my work environment, I have my HighTechDad environment. But the problem is when I'm not at my desk, I'm stuck with like a little laptop monitor. But I'm going to show you a product that kind of helps solve that problem by adding more monitors into your mix, but still staying portable. Hey, it's HighTechDad, and welcome to my channel where I review all sorts of tech, whether it's family tech, smart homes, tech for on the go, or just tech and gadgets in general. And today we're taking a look at this device, which is the LIMINK LK15. So as I talked about, there are ways to have lots of monitors in your home environment or your work environment, but what do you do when you're on the go? And this product actually kind of solves for that. I haven't unboxed it yet. We'll go through the unboxing, but essentially to a 15-inch display laptop like my MacBook, you can add 2 more monitors to it. And it's small, compact, lightweight, portable. So you can basically take an environment kind of like this on the go. So let's do the unboxing and then I'll walk through the setup and some of the usage on it. So let's see what's in the box. So this is the LIMINK LK15 Ally Portable Tri-Screen Monitor. So just a point of clarification, it actually has 2 screens. You bring your own screen with your laptop here, and this is designed for like 15, maybe 16-inch monitors. It is adjustable, and I'll walk through that a little bit later. Open it up, it's kind of hard to see, but it talks about the compatibility of the different ports. So USB-C, HDMI, and even USB-A. So let's take a look at what's inside. It's nicely packaged. Comes with a user guide, obviously. So one thing that I do want to point out here, and this is an important part of the unboxing and about the product itself, some of the specs here. So 15-inch LED, they're 2 screens and they both have 16:9 ratios. It's a 1920 by 1080 IPS screen, so 1080p here. The brightness, you can see it's got a fairly high contrast ratio, and it's got a bunch of different inputs, which I'll walk through. It does talk about the weight, so 1,830 grams, fairly lightweight. So more about this later. It walks through different ways to configure your laptop. So it's important to read through all of this stuff, which we'll do. So this is the display itself. So it actually has, it looks like a sort of a pleather type of case. It's got a magnetic enclosure to keep things together. And you can see these are the 2 monitors and the screen anchor that's right there. This is the other side. You can see some of the ports, but basically you just open it up like this, take off the protective case. So hopefully you can all see this. So this is completely separate, and you can store it. It does have some magnets in it to hold it together, as well as some reinforcement to prevent the screens from touching when you're carrying it around. So these are the 2 monitors themselves. They fold open. You can see this sort of, but I'll be attaching this to my laptop to show you. There are ports on various sides here. You can see there are some mini HDMI, and then 2 USB-C type ports. On the top, there are also the power button and a brightness for that, and that's pretty much it on that side, but I'll walk through some more of that stuff. And then further in the case are the included cables. So you have enough cables to do pretty much any type of configuration you want. So these are USB-Cs. What's kind of nice is these are at right angles so that you're not going to have some of the cords just sort of flying off into the distance. Here is a USB-C to USB-A type of port. Again, another USB-C with the right angle. You have HDMI to mini HDMI, and there should be 2 of those in here. So that's what that is. And then another USB-A to USB-C. So that's pretty much everything that is inside the box. So now let's look at hooking it up and attaching it to my MacBook Pro and see how this actually works. So here it is all hooked up. I actually had to go wide angle because I couldn't get everything into the picture here. But you can see all 3 displays are running. So that's obviously my MacBook Pro. And these are the monitors that are running. And they're running independently. And the nice thing is I just plugged into the USB-C ports, the Thunderbolt ports, using the right angles. They're kind of off screen, but right at the top of each of these monitors is the 2 USB-C ports. I could have used the HDMI port that's on the side of the MacBook Pro and attached it to this one. So these are completely independent. So they have different sources of power. Obviously right now it's being powered directly from the Mac. So that's one thing to always remember, is that your battery will be sucked dry eventually using these screens. So at the top of both of these screens is a way to change which input that you want. You can press this button and it gives you the USB type C 1, 2, and HDMI. But then also there is a little toggle up here that lets you adjust the brightness of the screen independently. So right now it was at 100%. I can take it down to almost 1%. So you can see it's a lot dimmer, but I just have it at full brightness, and you can see colors are almost the same, if not identical, to the MacBook Pro. So I wanted to zoom in just a little bit. So it might be a little hard to tell, but there are these 2 little swivel out clasps here that provide a little bit of anchor to the Mac's screen here. And then also on the side, there's some padding to hold the Mac in place. There are 2 little handles that you can use to spread this apart to have it grasp the monitor of the Mac. So it does take a little bit of strength to get it on. I have this just sort of on a box right now, and it's a little unstable. It's probably better if you do it on a table where it's flat. The springs are quite strong to hold it in place. And then the other nice thing, which I'll show in a second, is a kickstand that actually provides some additional stability to the display, because there is weight on here, and you have to always keep that in mind when you're working with your Mac or your PC, is what kind of strain this may take on your the hinges of your laptop. So I'd recommend using the kickstand, which I'll show in a second. And it is fairly stable, and these do pivot in, and they go out maybe all the way to make it completely flat all the way across, but it doesn't go any further than that. So I wanted to rotate this around to show the back view. Obviously it's very flush. This is the kickstand I was talking about. So the nice thing about it is it folds up into the case, and it's adjustable. So if you wanted to have your laptop in a really big lounge position, you could do that, or you could adjust it down to make it much more upright. So there I think that's about as high as it goes. And then it folds into the display when you're all done. So you slide it up and it folds in and is completely flush. So highly recommend using the kickstand. It'll hold it in place fairly nicely. Then also, I was talking about these two little handles here, and this is what you can use to basically extend or contract based on the size of your laptop. So that's a good workout as well. But and then on the top here are these little hinges that snap into place that you would rest on the top of your laptop screen. So it does take a little bit of effort to get it. Kind of hard to do it on camera, but that's how you would connect it. So by extending, and then the screens grab onto the screen. Okay, so I've put the LIMINK LK15 back on my desk. It's all set up. Obviously, it's got the 3 displays running. 2 of them are the LIMINK fully attached to my MacBook Pro. All these are independent. You can set them up. I have the display control panel, and you can arrange them how you see fit. So right now, I have them side by side, as you can see. So here's one, here's my main display, and here's the other one, if it'll highlight. You can obviously drag and drop these around to make them match the way you want your setup. You can also independently control the resolution. So right now I have it set to the 1920 by 1080, which is the native resolution. It looks really good on here. Things adjust fairly quickly and easily. You can see I can move things around. So really a nice setup, but now I have so many monitors here. I definitely will be getting an even tan. I can adjust it and have it go in there. So if you want to learn more about this, you can visit my website. I'll be writing a review of this product, and that's at HighTechDad.com. If you have any questions, I'm on social media. You can just search for HighTechDad, and I'm on a lot of different platforms. You can also head over to my Facebook page, and that's at facebook.com/HTDblog. And if you like this review, please subscribe, like it, leave a comment below if you have any questions. Obviously, I didn't cover everything here. I only covered the Mac use case. It works fine with the PC as well. And there are a lot of different options that you can use. As opposed to USB-C, you can use USB-A or HDMI to connect the LIMINK dual monitor or triple monitor display to it. If you want to see any products reviewed, be sure to leave a comment, drop me a note. I'm always interested in sharing the tech love to lots of different companies. And be sure to come back, because I'll be posting other tech reviews in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching.